Yeah, welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone had a fabulous Friday. I don't know who is still up tonight, but I just decided to go live just for a little bit. I'm not going to stay on too long. Kind of discuss some trending topics and some things that took place on today. But first, let's see who we have in the building. Hey Terry, welcome. Thank you for joining and thank you for being first in the building. Yes, Terry, thank you so much. This live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Oh my goodness. Y'all, what has been going on today? When I tell y'all, this has been one heck of a ghetto day. I don't know if it's something with the moon or what. My son says y'all are acting up already. Y'all have the fireplace on and the air conditioner. Because this weather does not know what it wants to do. But y'all, it has been a lot transpiring in one day. And it seems like we're in the twilight zone. I know I was looking at one story on Facebook, and then as soon as I did a short about that story and I went back to Facebook to look for something else popped up. Everybody decided to get arrested, I guess, and um, mug shots today, all kind of things on today. And so a couple of things that I wanted to bring up. One thing in particular, and shout out to those of you who are here live and those that will watch the replay. Most of you probably know we called him Eddie Winslow. Okay, let me pull up his picture. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Hmm. Thank you for your patience. I know I have it saved from earlier. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be on too long. All right, so wrong Eddie, Lord, y'all, and while the way the photos are, not Eddie, Darius. I'm thinking Eddie Winslow. That's why I can't find it, child. Um, my computer sometimes with the images, when you try to pull it up, it doesn't pull up the preview of the photo. And then, like, if I go out and come back in, then it will show what it looks like. Child, that's why I couldn't find looking up Eddie Winslow. But yes, he got arrested today, y'all. And he is the one that played on Family Matters. Okay. And I shared a short of him today. If y'all haven't seen it. Okay, now this was a mug shot. Lord have mercy. Of all Eddie Winslow. Okay. Now he has been arrested, y'all. I didn't realize he had been arrested multiple times. Never knew that. And this was one of his previous mugshots that he just took a couple of years ago. But he is being held in a San Diego jail without bail. Without bail, y'all. I just could not believe that. He's 49 right now, and he was arrested and booked at 7:17 p.m. on Sunday, this past Sunday, okay, by the United States Border Patrol for an out-of-state felony warrant. He has not yet been sentenced and is not eligible for bail at this time. Now, it listed on like his public record that this was a fugitive arrest, okay? And the San Diego court website showed that he is the defendant in an open criminal case. His first court date is set for October 15th, which is actually next week. Now, a rep told TMZ that the warrant was actually out of Michigan due to a missed court appearance regarding failure to pay child support. Now, this is not the first time that we've heard about this child support stuff, y'all. Okay. This has been going on for a long time. Okay. He had a messy divorce battle with his ex wife, Tammy Bronner, and this was after they filed for divorce back in 2017. So all of this has been over the course of the past 8 years. Hey, Joy to the World, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Okay, so going through this for the past 8 years. Now, when they finalized the divorce in February of 2019, he was ordered to pay $1,366 a month, which was that was the total that he had to pay. He had a base payment of $916, but it also included $415 that went towards childcare costs. Okay. And so, in their agreement, Tammy, she was granted full legal and physical custody of their 3-year-old daughter, Zoe, which is probably older now. Okay. He was also ordered to attend. Now, this was interesting, alcohol, drug abuse, and batters intervention classes within 12 months, and was granted professional monitored visitation with Zoe every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. until he completed 10 visits, when restrictions would continue to lessen. Y'all, now that's interesting. Okay, so that lets us know, right, Joy, that lets us know that there may have been some type of alcohol or drug abuse when they were married, and for him to have to also attend batters intervention classes, was there some type of domestic violence? Okay, and he also had to have supervised visits. It was monitored visitation with his daughter, and he didn't get a long time. My thing is, look at the amount of money that he had to pay as well. Okay, and I'm like, you only giving this man like not even a full day to visit with his child. But we don't know what all took place, in that household during that time. So that was new to me. I did not know about that part. I had heard more so about the child support and him not being able to handle his child support payments. Now, I know I've seen him in some plays. He's done even some Christmas movies and things like that, but I haven't seen him in a whole lot of things. He may just be having a hard time. Okay, it's very much possible, and so he's probably not making as much money as he thought that he would be making. Okay. And so hopefully he'll get, some jobs going here so that he can pay his child support, because that's really, really messing him up right now. Um, Now, in 2018, this is also interesting. Some court documents showed and alleged, okay, his, I should say, his ex-wife alleged that Darius partially dislocated Zoe's arm, which is their daughter. She had told doctors that Darius was taking his daughter to the bathroom and grabbed her arm, and McCrary reportedly denied that account and claimed he grabbed one hand to lift her up and immediately grabbed the other. And so Zoe was allegedly diagnosed with nursemaid's elbow, a common elbow injury among young children and toddlers that occur when a child's elbow is pulled and one of the bones partially dislocates. Now, y'all, I believe that can happen. And let me tell you how come I believe that can happen. That happened to me with my daughter. Okay? That's not child abuse. Let me tell you how it happened. I was taking my kids to daycare and I was holding my son because my son was a baby during that time. So they were in different classrooms. I think he's a good actor. Almost every role he plays is good. Yeah, I think he's a very good actor. Right. And so they were in different classrooms. So I had my son in one hand, right? My daughter, she just was not having a good day that day. And she was falling out. And so I was pulling her up, like, get up, get up, get up, trying to hold on to him, pulling her up. And so the next thing I know, I dropped them off. I got a phone call. I was on my way to work and I got a phone call. And the lady, when the teacher whose classroom she was in, she said, "Hi, I was just calling to let you know that remember earlier when you were here and Justice was not, she was, falling out and things like that when she was having a bad day. When you pulled her up, she said, I wanted to let you know that that arm is not working properly." So y'all, I'm like, wait, huh? I got so scared. I got so scared. So I turned around and I went to get her. And lo and behold, she was not moving that arm. So I was like, oh Lord, if I take her to the ER, these people gonna think I'm child abusing my baby, and I'm glad that there are cameras and I had witnesses to, hey, this is what happened. So I went there and I told them what happened at the daycare. And the lady said, you will be surprised that this is actually common, that it happens to a lot of parents. So they were like, we just have to put it back into place. And I was like, well, how are they going to do that? So we were sitting there waiting. Hey, Jermaine, welcome. While this ninja been, not this ninja been with Transformers and all he doing. Yes, he been doing a lot. And so this, I guess she was one of the doctors. She overheard, I guess, what had happened. And so we were sitting there waiting. She said, well, I'm gonna come in and help you all, and because I know what happened and you won't have to stay a long time. And so she had these bubbles. And so I noticed she stood to the side of my daughter and she was kind of like feeling her arm. And she told my daughter, she was like, here, reach for the bubbles, reach for the bubbles. So at first, my daughter was not reaching with that hand. Lo and behold, y'all, I don't know what this lady did. Out of nowhere, while she was feeling her arm, she must have did something. Because, when I heard they had to put it back in the socket, my imagination went everywhere, right? She had gradually put it back into the socket. And my daughter didn't even realize it. I didn't even realize it. Next thing I knew, she started using both hands to get the bubbles. Y'all, I was so relieved. I was so excited. I said, Lord, thank you. It's a miracle. So, y'all, that can happen. Be very careful of how you pull your children up by their arms, especially if they are like infants or toddlers. Their bones and things are still growing. So I had to learn the hard way. From that day forward, I did not do that again. Okay. Because that gave me almost a heart attack. And so by her saying that this happened with him, I do not believe that that was child abuse. That is something that can happen to every parent, depending on how you are pulling them up and picking them up. Okay, so I do not believe that that part was child abuse. So he is going through. For those of you who are just tuning in, Darius McCrary has been arrested due to him missing a court date for child support. Okay, he has been having problems paying his child support, but now it's turned into like a criminal case. Okay, he is being held without bond. Okay, he is still in jail. So I'm hoping that the brother can get it together. I don't know if he's on alcohol or drugs. He had to go to a program at one point in time. So I don't know if things have gotten better for him. But he's a good actor. I'm just not sure of what's going on, but it could stem from some of those problems. You know, if he was going through that, it could very well stem from that. So whew, y'all, that caught me off guard today. Okay, that was one situation that caught me off guard. Now, this next situation, Lord have mercy. I don't know how many of y'all watch The Real Housewives of Potomac, but there's this couple, and Wendy Osefo, okay, is her name, and her husband is Eddie Osefo. She came onto the show, I believe, 2023, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2023 that season, or 2022, somewhere up in there, of Real Housewives of Potomac. And she rubbed me the wrong way. Now, Candace, that used to be on there, that was the person that she came on there with. Okay, she definitely rubbed me the wrong way. Joy to the World said Darius was trying to get the hell out of not get the hell out of Dodge. Okay. Did he get caught? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They caught him at the border. Yes, he was trying to get up out of here. He is a good actor. Yeah, he was trying to get up out of here. So now he's being held without bail. Okay, he has no bond. He got to go to court. He just got to get it over with. If he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. Now, I don't know how that works, y'all, with the child support. Like when you don't pay it and you end up going to jail. How do they determine how long you stay in jail? You know, like if he just doesn't have it like that, then what? Okay, you go to jail for how long? And then when he gets out, he still won't have it. So then what? So I don't know how that works. But he is very talented. So I just hope, look, y'all know with Tyler Perry, when we hear these type of stories, hopefully Tyler Perry will give him a job, on the Oval or something, like give this man something so he can take care of his child and pay this child support. Cause this is crazy work. This is crazy work. And it's embarrassing. I know that the ones who played with him on let's see which one of these. The ones who played with him on Family Matters, they are probably like, oh, wondering what's going on. Okay. With him. And hopefully maybe they could give him a loan or something to help him out. I know Will Smith and Jada Smith, they helped Tisha Campbell, Dwayne Martin, when they were going through. They helped them at one point. So maybe the co-stars, maybe someone can help get him, out of this hole that he's in. I just hate it. Because, and y'all, he almost reminds me of Malcolm Jamal Warner. For some reason, I used to always wonder about them, where they related when I was growing up. Because they remind me of each other. They give him a couple of months, maybe 6 or some. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Yes, Family Matters. Hopefully Tyler Perry will step up. That would be a great thing, to give him some type of job to help him. Because, he did that with the guy who played on the Cosby Show. Y'all remember, what was his character? I forgot his character's name. That had the twins. And they saw him working at a grocery store, and people were trying to put his picture out there and stuff. And Tyler Perry actually gave him a job. Oh, what was his name on there? Do y'all know? They had the babies. I can't think of his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. But Tyler Perry's known for that. He's known for that. So today, y'all, oh Lord, this was a crazy day. Now Wendy, okay, came into the show. She rubbed me the wrong way because she was always bragging about something. Yes, there you go. Thank you so much, Evan. That's who it was. He gave him a job. Yes, and I was like, that was really nice of him. Wendy came onto the show and she just rubbed people the wrong way. She always, y'all, bragged about her degrees. And now, Elvin, yes. And now, y'all, I'm wondering if the degrees are real. Okay, because baby, her husband, Happy Eddie, they are into some fraudulent stuff. Okay, this stuff is like the ghetto. When I tell y'all, I've seen so much ghetto hood type of stuff on today, baby. This is some ghetto stuff that took place with them. The daughter's husband, I don't remember his name. Right, Elvin. Yes, that's what it was. Okay. Now this couple plays on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay. Her name is Dr. Wendy Osefo, and her husband is Eddie. Okay. And they have been arrested and booked on fraud charges. Now, as of right now, they have been bailed out. Okay. They're no longer in jail, but they did have to go to jail, get the whole of mug shots. Okay. Fingerprints and everything. Now, Wendy, who is 41, and her husband are facing 16 charges, 7 of which are felonies related to alleged false, misleading info fraud in excess of $300. Okay. Now, they were booked into the Westminster, Maryland jail. Okay. This took place on Thursday, actually. According to the police, they claimed designer bags and jewelry were missing from their bedroom during a reported burglary in Jamaica in April 2024. This was last year. Okay. Now, y'all, even the burglary was not real. They done came up with the whole story of they were burglarized. Okay. This was before Wendy was allegedly seen wearing one of the diamond rings in a later social media post. Okay, so they were claiming that some items were stolen, like jewelry, bags, and things like that. Well, y'all know these insurance companies have detectives, okay, people that watch stuff because they don't want to pay out claims to see if you're faking, if you got what you got, said you didn't have anymore, and somebody caught her, which I'm thinking is somebody from the insurance company probably, or one of her friends or somebody, I don't know, and told, okay, that's the same ring that she claimed was stolen. Okay, hey, Uncle Charles, welcome. Is that the dude on Family Matters? He is looking like a werewolf. Right. He did. He did. We got to definitely keep him lifted. Yes. Okay. So a police investigation determined that other items they said were stolen had been purchased and returned to their respective stores, where a full refund was provided prior to the alleged burglary. Okay, so not only were you trying to defraud the insurance company, but some of the things that she stated or they stated were missing. Guess what, y'all? They had already taken the items back to the store and had gotten a full refund. Okay, so you had already gotten your money. Now you're trying to do double money. Okay, you're trying to get insurance off of it. But y'all, with the receipts, they have barcodes and things of that sort. They were able to trace because these are not knockoffs. These are the real things. They were able to trace serial numbers and things like that, that these items had been returned. Like they were really, really looking into this to find all of this and cross reference, items being returned and things like that. Joyce said, I'm noticing a lot of so called celebrities are doing this insurance scam thing. It started with Kim Kardashian. Yes, I noticed that too. Yep. Now they claim, y'all, $450,000 of personal property loss, okay, via their insurance company. That's a lot of money. And this was right around the time that they had started on the show. So they may have been going through, some little financial issues, and they're trying to see how can they get their come up, because hey, those Real Housewives of Potomac checks hadn't hit yet. Okay. Those checks hadn't hit, the business hadn't hit yet. So now, y'all, let's see. The new season is actually going to premiere. Um, let's see here. I don't know when the new season is going to premiere. Real Housewives of Potomac, because I know that it should be coming up. But yeah, they joined during season 5. They have 3 children, 12, 10, and 6. Okay. They just celebrated their 14th wedding anniversary in August. And he has a business where he calls Happy Eddie, okay, and they sell different products like weed and things of that sort. Merch. They have different merch and all of that to go with it. So she said it's very lucrative, their business, and I just don't know. Cause now I'm just side eyeing everything. If you would go to such lengths to get some money, child, I'm side eyeing you. Okay, I'm side eyeing these degrees. I'm side eyeing this business. Okay, what else are y'all doing with the money? Did Tony Braxton do it too? I wouldn't put it past her. Y'all know Tony is known for, hey, let me just rack up some debt and file bankruptcy. Okay. So she's just known for doing that kind of stuff too. This is sad. And you know what, y'all? This just goes to show that some of these people, they are just trying to live the life, or make it look like they're living the life, I should say, where they are not really living the way people are thinking. Um, they should be leaving. Okay, trying to keep up with the Joneses, and no, it's not working. So this is so embarrassing. I already know the cast members are going to have a ball with this. Hey, Jasmine, she said, "Why are they smiling? I would be so embarrassed." Exactly, that's what I'm saying, y'all. I would be embarrassed. They are going to have a ball with this. Okay, while you're on there talking about trying to rub your 3 degrees, then she was like, "Yeah, I give my mom X amount of money." It's just her attitude, how she comes across. And you are on these shows, like, y'all, this is just embarrassing to the nth degree. For one, she was a professor. I think she stopped working there. Once she got these Real Housewives checks, she stopped working as a professor. Hey, Mrs. E, welcome. Thank you for joining. So then her husband had that business, and he's also a lawyer. Okay. So now you got a lawyer, you got a doctor who is on a lot of these news shows and all of this, and now you are known to defraud insurance companies and taking stuff back and saying that it was stolen. Like, come on now. That there is so embarrassing. Okay, that's ghetto. Now that's ghetto behavior. While she tries to act so Hasidity, girl, that's ghetto. And they are, baby, they are going to have a ball with this. Okay, so I don't know, this upcoming season is going to be something to watch. Oh my goodness. It's very embarrassing. I just couldn't believe it, y'all. When I saw mugshots, I said, wait, for what? Yes, he is a lawyer. I don't even know if this will affect his what is the license or whatever. How does that work? Because these are felonies. Okay. I don't even know if that will affect his livelihood. Okay. I'm like, sir, And he seems like he'll go along with stuff. It was probably mainly her and her stuff. Okay, diamond rings she wears, designer bags. He doesn't have designer bags. Okay, so probably to talk this man into doing it. And he looks high on this picture, okay, off of his own products. The cannabis. Okay. He looked like he had a little something, and she looked like she asked the police, could I go put my hair on before I go down to this police station? Because she knew that everyone was going to look at these mugshots. I truly feel that she knew everybody was going to see this. So that's why she's smiling and went to put her hair on. They need to verify their education. Some Nigerians lie about their credentials. They can pass background checks too. That's what I'm saying. I side eye all of that now. Okay. Because she was definitely bringing that up all season for 2 seasons in a row. And it was no shade or no hateration because I got my own degrees. But my thing is the way she came across. And his family does not like her. Okay. So now I'm starting to see some stuff. Hey, Catherine. Good evening. Welcome. Or should I say good morning? Okay, to some of y'all, because I know it's morning here too. It's 12:15. Good morning. We are late night tonight. I'm up for a little bit, just kind of going over some trending topics, all for trying to keep up with the Joneses exactly, and to have a certain image. Yes, there. Some people just want that image, like, oh, I'm all this. I have a bag, girl. You about to take that bag back to the store, okay? Or I wear this, my red bottoms. Girl, you wore them once. You took them back to the store. So quit fronting, okay? They just busted a Guyanese black man for lying about his education credentials. And he was a principal in Iowa, earning over $250,000. Wow, child, I'm telling you. These people, it's no way I want to play with my money like that. Okay. That is crazy. I just cannot believe that this happened. So, yep, we'll definitely see more of this. Cause y'all know they're gonna have a ball on the show. Whole time she should have been cutting up with the rest of them. All that I'm a doctor stuff apparently don't matter to her. No, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. They are going to have a ball. She can't talk about Karen going to jail because now she has mugshot too. Okay. Hi, Sienna. Welcome. Okay. Look, you came in and said the same thing. Hopefully, her and Karen are bunnies. Crazy work. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's so much crazy stuff going on. Did y'all see the live tonight? Y'all, what's been happening in the Romika sector? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've been busy today at work, kind of in and out. I had to work on some stuff. So I kind of jumped in, jumped out this evening. I took my kids to the park and kind of just relaxed my mind some. So I was tuned in, watching the live, and I'm like, Lord, we back in the ghetto. We'd have been all through all the hoods today. Okay. We'd have been through so many hoods today, y'all. The sad reality of it is, y'all, we are starting to get off focus with a lot of this stuff. Okay. The whole point of all of this is supposed to have been justice for Romika. Now, where this is going left, I just don't know. Okay. I just don't know. Thank you, Jasmine. I'm glad that you're here. Let's see, what did Joyce say? Listen, I sacrificed and brought me some red bottoms years ago, and baby, they hurt my feet so bad. Yes, I took them back. Yeah, okay, because some of that stuff is fancy and nice and all of that, but child, it's painful. And some of these women, they wear them 2 times, and that's it. They just in the back of the closet. I only come to you for the Ramika stuff. It'd be too much for me to process on my own. Okay. Girl, I'm just like, y'all, I literally, after I got off of the last live, I literally just sat. I don't know if you've ever just witnessed something and you sit like, dang. I was trying to process it myself. I'm like, what just happened? Child, this is a mess. Okay, this is a hot mess. I would rather be poor and not have something than lie or steal like this couple did. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Some people don't care about their freedom, obviously, and they thought they would get away with this. I think because time had gone by, y'all, but obviously that insurance company didn't forget. Okay. $450,000 is a lot of money. So she probably got comfortable wearing that bag again, okay, or that diamond ring. She took the bags back. So she really got paid double, okay? She was trying to get paid double off of her stuff. I tried to watch two different lives today and I had to leave both. Joy said, I can't do it. Okay. Hey, Protect Your Peace. Welcome. Thank you for joining tonight or this morning. Yeah, y'all. The sad reality of it is, it's getting off topic. Okay, um, it's like a lot of goofiness that's starting to take place for entertainment purposes. Um, the focus should be what's really happening, what's going on, where is the proof, where's the evidence of things. um, that's all I'm concerned with. Okay, yeah, we have our humor, we laugh about little stuff, but some stuff I don't think is funny. I don't think it's funny playing on people's tops with serious things. Okay, um, with the Q guy, I just feel like if you have something that adds more context to what is going on, I feel that the little games of, oh, I'm gonna put it up, or what you'll see is this. No, 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 no. I don't want to hear that part no more. Okay, either you gonna put it out or you're not. I don't want to hear, oh, they won't let me do. Well, then stop talking about it. Okay, because at this point it's becoming redundant. It's becoming goofy. Tired of hearing about it, and you have not put it up. Now today, y'all, he put out a whole new narrative that he was Holly's sister. And I was like, huh? Where did this come from? Like every day it's a different distraction, it's a different narrative. And I'm looking like, are y'all actually believing this? This boy is lying. You could look at him and tell he was lying. Okay. Sienna said some of them lies be having me thinking I'm better off just turning on Zeus. Okay. Girl, that's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. Catherine said she was getting money from being a doctor and being on the show. Something else is going on with those folks. Open book. Catherine, I believe that too, but I also believe that they had just kind of started with the show. Like they didn't have a lot of money from the show yet. And Doc, like her being a professor, she should have been getting a pretty penny. But when you trying to keep up with the Joneses on the reality shows with all of these other women, the Karens, the Grand Dame, and all of that, then it probably did cause her to go and get all these extra bags. Y'all know she went and got her boobs done. Okay, so she was really trying to live a life. Okay, but baby could not afford it. Now she may could afford it more so now. Okay, but this happened, they were just arrested now, but this took place last year. See how this stuff doesn't go away? You may think you get away with stuff, but you really don't. Okay? Those people were still watching. Just, they were still watching. Jasmine said the women on the live just be cussing, just be cussing it too loud, threatening the men, and the men aren't scared of those women. Girl, you making me laugh. Hold on. Okay, let me get it together because baby, I done got a couple of comments. Oh my gosh, why are you laughing so much? I delete. I'm to this point now. I just delete those comments. Don't tell me what I'm doing. Okay, on my channel. All right. So the women on the live just be cussing and too loud, threatening the men, And the men aren't scared of those women who are all over the age of 50. No, they are not. Okay, they laugh. I can't do this cute thing. It's not entertaining to me, not at all. I'm getting annoyed with the family feeding into it too. Me too. Joy to the world. Now, the cousin, which we're gonna watch some of the live. The rest, y'all know we did a part one this morning, and I wanted to tap into a little more of Gigi's live with the cousin because she was then not the tea, okay, on some stuff, some puzzle pieces. Now I can tell that this cousin, okay, not the auntie, because the auntie, she seems, I don't know, a little too comfortable with all them for me. Okay, hey, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't know what's going on. I know I could not be laughing and too comfortable with the people who could have possibly been involved with me losing a loved one the way that they lost Romika. Okay. I just wouldn't be and talking to you on the back end. I don't care if I knew you 20 years ago. If you were there and we're seeing the videos that we're seeing now, then no, I don't have anything to say to you. Now, this cousin, when she came on the panel tonight, she seems like she's not playing with him. He actually looked nervous and looked like he was about to cry. Okay. I don't know. Something he knows she's serious. So I don't know what's going on there, but this one he doesn't play with. Okay. His whole attitude changed. If y'all pay attention, his whole little attitude changed once the cousin got up there. Okay. Yes, ain't no way I would be speaking to Carlos' cousin, them, and all that. Something seems fishy. Okay, mahogany, clock it. Let's see. That's when I left. I couldn't believe that people were feeding into that madness, right? Also, I will admit, yes, Monique was wrong, but it's funny how everyone who had something to say about her after the Candace fight on Potomac has been going through it. It's interesting. Thank you. And I like Monique. I really did. I really did. I don't know what happened with her after the show with her whole husband situation. Something, I don't know what went wrong there, but I liked her on the show. I really did. You can't report items stolen and then take pictures with the same items. Exactly. I was like, girl, okay, you should have been smarter than that with your doctorate. Okay. I was done. I was so done with that. Yeah, y'all. So it's just that's it's not funny. It's really not, especially when we're waiting to um, see what the next steps are. It's a lot of they're going to or they are, but no official word from prosecutors or anything like that. Um, I often wonder too if the sister and the mother, like the close immediate family, know what is going on and that all of this is transpiring. I don't know how they feel about that. Are they okay with it? Okay. The way I would have gave them items away after giving the money, right? She should have done that too. That would be another way. You got your money back. Okay. You got double money back. That's where she slipped up. She was wearing the stuff. Okay, so let me pull up this live. We're going to start from where we left off this morning. If you didn't see this part, y'all, make sure you catch the replay, the beginning part of part one. And then now we're going to go into part two because I want to see a little more of what she said. Yep, and he leaves when she. Oh, did you see that? Clock that, Jermaine. Okay, notice though, and I noticed on a certain panel, okay, when Q comes up, notice who comes up after him a lot of times. Just pay attention, y'all. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and watch stuff. And that's what I'm starting to do. Okay. Basically, I just need to fall back from it for a few days because it's become way too messy. Yes. Hey, I know when I need to fall back. Okay. That reminds me of the PPP loan fraud. Them idiots asking for forgiveness on stolen money. Yes. They didn't, Venmo have a business. You talking about you got 5 employees and it's just you and your daughter. okay, or no business at all. That stuff caught up with some folks. They went to jail, okay, and these people playing these games. I'm like, ooh, Lord.
Hands to their shoes. They had too much blood, so they both. That's how you know. And why they lying, trying to say it was 15 feet? No, it was close range.
Mm. Somebody said,
They
"Why
saying
are
the case
you
got
picking?"
dropped. The case is not dropped. I wish y'all please stop saying that.
Somebody
It's an
said,
open
"Why?
investigation.
Why are you picking the witness, a counterpart, the victim's family?" Well, that's what happens in real life, sweetheart. You know, everybody's going to get picked apart, and you better be ready. You know, the witness. I mean, just because you're a witness, sometimes witness fabricate stuff. They're still human. They're not like Superman. So everybody's going to get questioned, you know? So that's just how it
It's
goes.
but no,
And
no, Gigi. Would you let them know when they say open investigation is no case closed? Could you please say that
oh,
so
it's
they know?
open investigation. Guess what? The news said it was open investigation. People.com said it was. AOL said it was. Fox 32 Chicago said it's an open investigation. And
Thank you.
they're actually saying that Holly relatives are saying it's an open investigation. Now, why would Holly relatives say it's an open investigation if it's a closed investigation? So that don't make sense. How do you feel about Holly family? And they've been speaking out a little bit.
Now, I have a question. Have y'all heard the family say, Ramika's family, maybe I missed something, say something about the grand jury that has started? The grand jury is convened and that process has started. Has anyone heard that? Because I hadn't heard that from Romika's family. I know someone, I think Tabley, she said that she kind of knows them. And in one chat, she said that allegedly the mom didn't even know anything. And even the aunt, when she came on Key's panel one day, she said that some of this stuff we're finding out from over here on social media, on YouTube through y'all. So I don't know if I missed something about a grand jury from Romika's side of the family. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all have heard something.
I don't know them people. Don't want to know them people and don't care to know them people.
Got it. So when
All I
you
want
hear
is justice
that,
for my cousin Romika. I want Holly to go to jail or Carlos. One, both. Actually, I want them both to go to jail. I don't care.
Mhm.
They both
But
can rot
when
in
you
there.
hear the auntie speaking out, do you look at it? You just ignore it?
I haven't. I ain't gonna lie, Gigi. My auntie and them told me stop arguing with everybody because I was the one, as you know, I was the one arguing with everybody.
Okay. Well, I would think your
I was.
family, was looking out for your best interest because they don't want you to get stressed out about these people on the internet.
It's already stressed. I can't sleep.
Hmm.
I can't sleep. It was just my birthday. I didn't even care
I didn't
because I'm
even
so
know it was
focused on
your
trying to get my. I'm trying to. We trying to do a protest every week.
birthday. When
Every
was
week
your
we gonna do a
birthday?
protest. October 7th.
Happy belated birthday, Jolly.
Thank you.
So you're a Libra.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, girl. I'm a Libra too, girl.
Okay, leave it
Hey.
alone.
Hey.
Hey.
I know that's right. Oh, my
Yeah, but
God.
this is just
Okay, so I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think Keys is lying about a lot. I don't think it's a grand jury. I don't believe the FBI here is touching this case, and CPD has moved on. I definitely believe that the police department at this point, I mean, it seems like they would have done their investigation, and now if the grand jury part, because they would be done at this point, then if it's moved to a grand jury, then that part, that process would have started, and then now I guess the next step would be to see if they are going to indict her in this. And then at that point, there should be some type of official statement. Is that correct? Because, or some type of press release. Because the only reason that I say this, y'all, is, and you're there, Jasmine, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, I don't know if enough attention is still on this with all of the other stuff going on, especially in Chicago right now. Okay. We're still talking about it on social media, but is the media still talking about it? Are they still talking about this there to actually pursue these charges and to continue with the process? We're doing a lot of talking on YouTube, Facebook, they're doing the marching and all of that. And I hope it all makes a difference, but I don't know if it's still just like how we were still talking about the Malcolm Jamal Warner situation on YouTube and all of that, but everyone else had kind of moved on. And I didn't know if it was even after a while making any difference. And then when his mom came out and she spoke and definitely wasn't concerned to go into an investigation, then hey, what do you do? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, Joy. Like, I'm just ready to hear something official. Okay. Yes, we want certain things to happen and we're praying that these things happen. I'm just wondering if they're really happening. Um, so I get what you're saying. We're all just wondering that.
Sad for my little cousin. He don't got his mom, and now he can't be around his dad. When if he would have told the truth, I think my aunt would have let him see him, or still try to, you know, cause we not that type of family. My auntie and them and our parents and them raised us. Kids need both parents.
So why did he lie? Why did Carlos lie?
I don't know. I can't say, Gigi. I wasn't in his mind.
What did
But
he lie about?
first he said it's his fault.
Right, Joy?
He tried to stop Romika, but she wouldn't listen. Then he said he left us and then came back and they were still arguing and then it went left. Like his story did not add up.
He came back. Where did he go?
He said he left and came back. So evidently he went home,
Why? And he left Holly and Romika just to argue by themselves?
basically.
That's
And then he came back, and then what happened?
Shit, I guess that's when he said it went left. Like he never said I couldn't control it or whatever. He just kept saying like it's my fault. I'm so sorry. Like all that and all that.
Is
Whole time,
Carlos? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, he did change his clothes. Yeah, we know that already. I said that 7 times.
Yeah, she did say that. Joy said, all I wanted to see was justice for Ramika. I'm not interested in these people's personal lives. I'm really not. Okay. Jasmine said, you're not going to hear anything official anymore. This family is going to have to get behind the hundreds of other families that's been waiting for justice. This is how it goes here. Wow. That is so sad.
So he went back home twice then.
Evidently, that's what they saying. His
Wow.
stories ain't
Twice.
adding up.
Mm.
Hey, Tabany, welcome. I was just
Is
talking about
Carlos,
you.
is he all
And
black?
whoever SG is, I never said I was there.
Is Carlos all black?
I believe so.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, okay. It's just the name, Carlos and Eloso and all that. I was just curious. Got it.
Hmm.
Gigi.
Do you believe that Holly and Q is related?
No,
Got it.
Thank you.
Is he a Muslim? Do you think he's Muslim?
man, I don't know. And if he was, he'd be the Muslim would have been got up with him because they don't play that.
I don't know, but if he would, because you know his name, right? Is his name like Arabic or something? And then Holly name, her name
No,
is Arabic.
I don't think.
Holly
Why?
name
Because it
is
started
Arabic.
with QUA.
Yeah, both of their names are Arabic. Isn't that odd?
No, Carlos didn't try to attend the funeral. Stop saying that. It's sad for the kids. Yes, that's what y'all don't understand. These kids is two young black princes about to be raised without their black queens. Nobody's gonna love them kids like they parents is. I don't know what is wrong with this world. Nobody can fill them shoes of a mother, bro.
What about the grand jury? Have you heard that Holly been going to the grand jury?
No, but they
Okay, Jolly, what happened?
somebody just called me.
Uh, um, the public people said that she had grand jury, I believe, a week or something ago.
I don't know.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
She said she didn't know.
I just want y'all to keep sharing the petition, sign the petition, share the petition. You do not have to donate to that petition. That money y'all donate to that petition don't go to our family. So let's clear it up. That goes to change.org. We just want y'all to sign the petition. You could skip the donation and still sign the petition. Justice for Ramika. We want justice. That's all we
Mhm.
want.
Do you have any signs that you guys are getting justice? Like, is there any new updates?
Until we hear that they have been charged, we're going to continue to protest. We're going to continue to share the petition. We're going to continue to keep her name alive. That's what my auntie want. My auntie wants that. My auntie don't want nothing to happen to them. She wants them to sit in jail so they can sit every day with what they did. Romika was not the type of person that's just all negative and all that they trying to put on her. My cousin was sweet, loving, and caring. You could see how her and her friends and them was close. She had a lot of people that loved her.
Tired of career fairs that waste your time? Try one where every candidate's already pre-matched. And
Yes, people can when they get fed up or when they at a breaking point, they will spaz out from time to time. We're women. We work with emotions. Everybody knows this about women. But she did not deserve to lose her life at her child's school. Period. She had to lose her life, period. Holly is the type of woman that throws rocks and then hide her hand like she's the victim when she's really the villain. He didn't even cry at the scene. Come on now. But you expect me to believe that you need some grief? Where was the sympathy, love, and empathy when you was standing over my cousin's body and she tried to turn her side to you for you to help her?
And all this
Because
over a woman that's just a stripper.
Bro, this is crazy, bro. This is so crazy. Somebody that can claim they love you so much can be the reason of your demise, bro. That shit is real.
That's how
It's
it
real.
happens a lot of time when you
Yes,
look
and
at
it's a lot of and if y'all haven't noticed, it's a lot of women dying over this type of stuff, bro. It ain't that serious. Let that man go, because evidently he ain't good for neither one of y'all.
hmm
It's okay, ladies, to start fresh. You're not going to be lonely or alone. I guarantee you that. My grandma used to tell us this, and my auntie Blue used to tell us this. The sun always shine after the storm.
hmm When were the first times you guys noticed Carlos had obsession and he was abusive?
My first time is the time before that black eye picture. Her
Like
whole lip, all her lips, everything was swollen.
how long ago was that? Like, did he start being abusive and
I want to
obsessive
say
the
like
first year, the
no,
second
and that's the
year?
crazy thing, Gigi. This just started happening. Like I want to say, to be honest, the last 3, 4 years.
Wow.
The last three,
Mm.
4 years.
But you know what, y'all? That is sad. 3 or 4 years of going through that. I was looking at some of those videos of when they were arguing, and I just was like, man, like sometimes we can see from the outside looking in at people how beautiful they are, how much talent they have or so forth. And you just wonder, to yourself, like, why are you fighting for someone that pretty much is treating you any kind of way? I get, yes, y'all have a bond because of a child, but that's not love. Trying to go after women, trying to see if he messing with this or messing with that. Like, you are on fight mode the majority of your time. You researching, looking this up, looking at, like, that has to be hard. That is tiring having to do that. And I just hate that even if it was 2 or 3 years, that's too long. Okay, to have to go through that torture, then fighting and all of that. That's a lot. Even in the video with her son to the side, how that was normalized. He kept playing his video game while his mom has this stick asking his father, why you keep lying? They're getting into it, fussing, things like that. And he was just to the side. It's we should normalize that. You don't deserve that. If you're in a relationship, you got to be on fight mode every time or wondering if he cheating or doing all of this. No, get with somebody where you don't have to try to figure that out. Okay, it should be crystal clear if they love you, and that's clearly not love. That's not. Basically, that their family knew for a long time. Yep, they did. Mika said, "Open book. I have only one opinion about it. She didn't deserve to be shot in her face. If Holly would have won the fight, Ramika would still be alive. She got the restraining order and her pow pow. Oh yeah, for Ramika, right? Yes, exactly. Yes, it did. She didn't deserve that because, see, she was a scaredy cat. Okay, she was scared. The girl couldn't fight, so she knew to probably have a weapon. And to me, it was 2 versus 1 in that scenario. Okay, because it doesn't look like he was trying to help Romika. He was standing off to the side. And then I think when she was really, really looking like she was gonna go after Holly or something, he steps in. Now he's holding her around the waist, trying to pull her here, pull her there, grabbing her, all of that stuff. Like, who were you there for? Who were you trying to support? Okay, why didn't you try to step in between these women and say, y'all stop, cut it out? That part. It did not have to go left like that. I wonder who little Carlos will grow up to be, right? That's something to think about. Okay. That's just he's seen a lot. That's why we were saying earlier, he needs some therapy, y'all. Like, he really needs some therapy from the stuff that he witnessed between the two, and from pretty much his mom is gone. And now his relationship with his father will be different because his father was there when his mom got unalive and could have possibly been involved, allegedly. Mm.
From my
So
understanding, to
the
my knowledge.
beginning, the first 3 years, everything was nice. He wasn't hitting on her. He
No,
none of that.
no, no,
And then
no.
out the blue.
It's like these last little years. That's when they've been going back and forth, trying to hurt each other. I never when this the only reason why Q made me so mad. You putting out all Romika stuff. What about putting out Carlos stuff? You ain't gonna do that. Cause you know why? Cause
Why?
he want Carlos to look like he just this saint. He ain't in the
Right,
streets. That's a lie. If you
Is
ain't
he
in the
scared of
streets, why you
Carlos?
need to carry a gun? If you ain't in the streets, why do you need a gun?
right.
Is he scared of Carlos?
He might be. He claimed he and then that's another thing. That's how you know he's not telling the truth. I'm gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't talked to somebody, how do you know too many details?
Mm. Well, I think we all know he's talking to him.
Yeah, we know that. We ain't slow. We
But
we
that's
got
just
common sense.
that's just something he has to go with for whatever reason. So, and how does that make you feel that Carlos is steady getting this guy Q to put out
Oh,
horrible?
y'all brung up Mika. That's the one who said them kids was his and they wasn't. Y'all know a lot. Okay. I like y'all.
Hmm. How
I
do you
like
feel
them,
about
Gigi. Hey,
they love
support
you?
team.
They love you,
They is
girl.
on it.
How
I
do
love
you
y'all
feel?
too. Justice for Romika.
How do you feel about Carlos? Getting Q to post these videos allegedly.
He's a weak man. He's a weak boy. He's a boy man. I don't even call him a man no more. He's a boy man. Because a real man, he wouldn't even scoop that low. A real man, he set the tone.
Right.
He set the tone. No, you're messy. Q. Cause you where's the show the videos of all the stuff Los did. You lucky you don't worry because when I get them pictures and stuff from what he did to that apartment they had together, we gonna see what you got to say then.
They are saying, I don't know how true this is. They said Holly is in the comments. Now I can't see Holly being in the comments because
Right.
Holly is so quiet. Why would she be in the comments? But they are saying Holly in the comments. Do you believe that?
I don't know if she is.
Do y'all know people will create like these troll pages? Like, I don't believe that they would just be popping up in the chat like that to incriminate themselves or to be a part of something like that. And so it's like some stuff I just question, them just popping up. Oh, okay, here we go in the comments. That's crazy. I hope that they family get a hold of Q, though he needs a proper understanding. Right. If I had a son, there's no way I would be living in this city. I would move to the suburbs or relocate out of the state if necessary. Wow.
If you is, I hope you rot in jail.
Right.
You gonna rot in jail, girl. Cause you did all this over some ick that's for everybody, community ick. Oh, baby, you crazy. But when you get in the county, in Division 4, they gonna tear you up, girl.
Hmm. But from what you're telling me, Jolly, that Holly was a stripper. Because guess what they told me about Holly?
That she like doing threesomes.
No, they didn't tell me that. They told me that she come from an educated family, like she comes from the good side, and
Let me tell you something about them type of people, Gigi. And I got a lot of friends. One of my friends' mama is a surgeon. You hear me? She's a surgeon. That girl chose a whole different life than what her family had set up for her. Because you know why? These young people, they want clout. She might have did come from we came from a good family, a good backbone family, a family oriented, business oriented people. Like we ain't fucked up. I mean, we not messed up or don't want or need for nothing.
got
As
it.
y'all can see, we didn't make no gun for me for Romika funeral, baby. That was already covered.
Okay. She said, Gigi, I'm okay. I'm Holly. Okay. Okay. Holly, please show and prove us that you're Holly.
That was probably one of those
There's somebody trolling.
It gotta be.
They
You
they trolling.
good.
She trolling. Hey Holly, it ain't the if that is you, Holly, I hope you repent, baby.
What's ski?
Oh God. Oh God. Look, my heart
Wait
jumping.
a
I'm like, oh
second.
shit.
But
Hold
this is
up.
what I don't
This ski page, that ski page was in that chat before. Okay. And that page, let's see, because on this particular live, earlier up in the live, the ski page was going back and forth with a lot of people. But check this out. That ski page was because they had asked a question, when I think it was a live before that day before and asked a question. And so I answered it, wasn't being rude or anything like that. And they were like, something about that doesn't make sense. Quit being dumb. I was like, well, you asked the question. I was answering it. So you quit being dumb. And I blocked the page. So while they were getting into it with the page yesterday, I was like, how come I don't see that page? Y'all, this was the person I blocked. Okay, so I do not think that that's her because this page was in there before last night because I blocked the page. And that page never said anything about, oh, I'm Holly. Now all of a sudden it will come in there and say I'm Holly. No. Is Rose's mother still living in Inglewood? If so, I would not be raising him there. Oh, I don't know. I never knew where she lived. Wow.
Understand about Q. You doing all this for what? To get some views up? You want a Facebook check? You that messed up? Go get a job.
From his perspective, he said he just wants justice and he wants to play the just
So
guy.
what justice is you trying to get, Q? Because at this point it looked like you ain't did nothing but do negative things on my cousin's behalf.
Hmm. He
Yeah, they
says,
said the devil. They say the devil don't repent. You absolutely right.
hmm, my goodness. But I was saying about Holly, she comes from, I guess, a good family, but she chose the street life if he met her at the strip
Yes, if you
club.
see the stuff that she been doing,
I didn't
you
know
know. Hey,
none of
no,
this.
Gigi, I'm gonna ask you this: have you ever met somebody, right? You would think, okay, they come from a good family, they in church, they doing this, they doing that. But guess what?
Wow.
What
Gotcha.
they doing in the dark, they think ain't gonna come to the light. They out being big freaks, doing
Yes,
threesomes.
Lord.
If you come from a good family, how is you so willing to do threesomes? You
But
don't
the
got
thing
no
is,
self-respect for yourself.
well, I wouldn't say that. But but if you're
Wait, no,
doing
wait, Gigi,
if
yes,
you
yes, yes, you can say that because guess what? That isn't your man. You did that to try to take someone else's man.
now the threesome that she did, Carlos was single at the time, right? And she was just doing threesomes
No,
with.
no,
Okay, well, explain it. What's
no.
going on? So
Okay.
Carlos was in a I thought Carlos don't do relationships, but Carlos was in a relationship
Man,
with
Holly, I
Romika
mean, man,
recently.
Romika and Carlos have been together straight for the first 7 years. They just now been having their problems these last few years, but they never leave each other alone, Gigi. That's what I'm trying to say. They
Right.
never leave each
Okay. They
other
never
alone.
leave her alone. But does that mean they're in a relationship though?
Off and on, basically.
So
One minute they took.
do
So
Carlos.
listen, you know how I'm gonna tell you how everybody, the younger generation and people do. They could be with their person today, get mad and get into a fight with their person just to go do something else with another person. You get what I'm saying? And then try to once they done doing their dirt, they try to go back to the main person.
That's so confusing. So that's either
No,
are we
no, listen,
together
Gigi,
or
let me
we
break it
not?
down. So
Are
say
we
for instance, I'm
together
a
or we
man.
not together? Are we together or we not together?
Gigi, let me say this as a in
Man perspective.
a man perspective. I'm gonna keep this. That's why I just back to what I said. He wanted Romika off limits, but he still wanted to do what he wanted to do. My cousin was tired of it. You not finna have your cake and eat it too. You got these women coming at me. I gotta go against women. I gotta defend myself and do this and do that. Like it's a lot.
Got it. So let me paint this out and tell me if I got it right. So Carlos was in a relationship with Romika and he was cheating on her.
Yes.
Okay. So why are people keep saying that they were not together? They wasn't
They
together.
went together this last, I wanna say this last since that stuff with Holly. Since this last year, they have not been together. Like in a relationship, they have not been together this last year. Yes, that is true, Gigi.
But they've been
But
doing
what I'm saying
relationship
to you,
things.
yes, but they still do everything together.
Like a Jolly. Oh, Okay, we still hanging out. We're still having sexual stuff, but we just not in a relationship. Don't y'all think y'all got feelings for each other though? Like you in a relationship? Like that is just so mumbo jumbo.
It
That's
is
just so
confusing,
messy.
and that's what I was saying. Like, that's a narcissist for you. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. That's what they do to get the attention and all the heat off of them.
That's what
I
I'm
was just
gathering,
married
Joy.
to a narcissist. He was trying to get his family back, but he was still creeping with Holly.
Mm.
Like, right. No, yeah, thank you, T. Thank you. Somebody said it for me because I don't know if I confused Miss Gigi.
What did they say?
They said, Gigi, she is not saying they were together when she just passed. People hang and have sex, but they're not together. You know this.
When I'm having sex with my ex that I have feelings for, it it's there. I still have feelings for that guy. That's why we're having sex. So you just think you're just having doing it
Some people do that. Some people do that, Gigi. For real.
without having feelings
Without,
that that
yes.
were together in the past before.
I'm telling you, some
I
people
think
do
that's
that.
easier
What
for
do you think
guys.
they do it in this case? Do you think Holly and Carlos was doing a do with no feelings attached?
Holly had feelings.
I'm sorry, Carlos and Ramika with no feelings.
They both had feelings for each other. So,
Exactly. Everybody in this situation have feelings for each other. So
yeah.
team everybody in this situation have feelings for each other. So you're talking about people that don't even exist in this storyline.
I'm not saying they didn't have feelings, Gigi. What I'm saying is just because you have sex with somebody don't mean you have to be with them. You know how many people out here having one night stands or sleeping with somebody that they're not in an official relationship with?
I know, I hear what you're saying. And at the end of the day, it's just a damn label. Because I don't know if you heard about this story, Jolly, but it happened recently in Miami, right? And I had her cousin call me too. Well, she was with this guy and Jolly. They were not in a relationship, but guess what? They had feelings and they've been creeping together for some time, right? But
It's a situationship.
he had it's to me, it may not be a romantic relationship, but goddamn it, it's a goddamn relationship. Y'all got something going on, hell. But
Hmm.
y'all don't want to do no labels, fine, for whatever reason, but it is what it is. So he had an official girlfriend, right? So she comes over there banging on the door, talking about, I'm gonna whoop your ass, bitch. Mind you, the two girls, they know of each other and they've been beefing over this guy, but one is official and then one of them just mess with him. So the girl comes over, the
Same
official girl,
scenario.
and was banging on the door, talking about some come on and telling the guy to bring his behind outside. And he did not go outside, right? So the girl, when the official girlfriend was going around the side, I guess to enter her back door or whatever, the other girl that lives there, she comes out with her pow pow and starts shooting her, right? And she shot her in the butt. And she was running. And do you think that boyfriend came out? Nope, he didn't come
No,
out.
because he was scared. He wasn't a real man. See,
He Hold on,
these,
wait,
CG.
Darling. Let me finish the story.
All right.
So she ran right with her behind bleeding, and she ran to, I guess, a park, whatever, to make a phone call. Do you think he checked on her? Hell no. So the police found him. I don't know when they found him, but they found him, and they were asking him questions. They was like, "So why didn't you go down when you heard the shots?" And he was like, "Well, this is not my house, and I didn't want to open the door." Just gave some lame excuse. But guess where that man at right now?
In the jail.
No, girl. He's back with the official girlfriend, and the official girlfriend have him back at her house. Isn't that crazy? This man, you just got pow pow in your butt, and you still want.
So she didn't got pow pow in her butt for this man. He didn't check on her or wasn't there to even make sure she was gonna
Uh-uh.
be alive because it could have hit her main artery, for one, and then you let him come back. She a fool.
And he came back. I mean, but y'all not having the feelings. I don't play that shit. It's fit, man. I don't care what y'all call that stuff. It's something. Y'all can call it. It ain't a relationship all day to make y'all feel better, but it is very complicated. People feelings involved and stuff. It's too much.
So basically, Gigi, we're in the same predicament. These women have been feuding back and forth. Romika had them first. So we're just gonna keep that. We're gonna we stamp that. He still wanted to be with Romika. That's why he didn't stop doing the things that they were doing when they were in a relationship. He never did none of that stuff with Holly.
Mm-hmm. And did Romika and Carlos live together at one point?
Yes, the house that he tore up.
Oh, okay.
And she
Were they
left
ever
2 months before they even filed for the eviction. And if you look at the eviction paperwork, because Keys put it out there, it's not for rent not being paid, it's for damaged property. Because the landlord got Carlos on video coming over there tearing that crib up.
Can we see those videos?
He gave it to the police, so they got it.
Because I think that would even up the score, don't you think?
You know what? I'm wondering how did they get the landlord get video of that? Like, did they have video on the inside of the apartments? Because now, unless it was something he did on the outside of it, I'm just curious to know. Unless they got like maybe a call and the landlord came and looked at inside the apartment. I don't know. But how did the landlord get footage? Unless he has a hidden camera or it was something done where he could, have cameras readily available outside. That was my wondering on that part.
You got to be angry to to dismantle a hot water tank and put a hole in it. Like, I don't know if he used a hammer or something,
That's
but
crazy.
you got to be real angry to dismantle a hot water tank.
Yeah, that's crazy. And he did this all because she wanted to break up with him?
Man, love is blind, man.
I
You
mean,
think
that's
it's
the reason.
love, it's truly
That's
not.
the reason why he did that, because she wanted to break up with him.
A lot of this stuff is because Romika didn't want to take him back. He didn't want Holly. He never claimed her. First of all, I wouldn't even have a baby with a man who never claimed me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She thought she seen the stuff him and Romika was doing, and she thought by her having that baby, it was gonna be her, but it wasn't. And then I just seen the video. They saying she had them clothes on since Saturday.
What
She
does
had
that
clothes
mean?
on for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You mean to tell me you ain't washed your behind in 3 days? I know she funky.
Why do you think she chose Carlos? Like, what is the appeal about him?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't look at him like that. Oh, somebody said she had them clothes on since Friday. Never. 3 days with the same clothes on? You is dirty. You nasty. You ain't change your drawers. You ain't brush your teeth. You ain't fix your edges. Mm-mm. She known him for 2 years and got a baby. Okay. That's what they do.
So, have you heard any updates about Holly? Like any new things? She's gonna go to jail, or have your family told you anything?
We that's why we doing what we doing, G. We gonna keep standing on business for Romika. We gonna keep screaming justice. We gonna keep sharing the petition. We gonna keep protesting. We're not giving up.
You
And
just
if
gotta be patient.
yeah, and it's okay. Sometimes you do have to be
Thank you,
patient.
Jasmine.
You have
You,
to be patient. But
so
he got
what
he
what advice do you tell like Ramika fan base or people that's cheering you on that may not have your same patience? Because it seems like you guys have patience, but I can't say the same thing for the
no,
people.
I just had to get patience because I'm not gonna lie, Gigi. I'm an original crash out. Like, but now I got kids, so I got something to live for. I used to didn't care about nothing, so I didn't care. I was ready to bug up on any and everybody about any and everything. Now I got kids that look for me to come home, feed them, clothe them, take care, nurture, care for them, and I had to think about things before I do things.
Mm-hmm.
Cause ain't no more cash bonds in Illinois, so they ain't getting
Shut
me.
up.
They ain't getting me, girl. Mm-mm.
Wow. So once you're in jail, you can't cash buy now?
No. And listen, we Libras, so you know we the only sign that's an object, and our sign represents the scale of justice. We
Yeah.
gonna get justice. We
Yeah.
definitely gonna get justice.
Mm. That's crazy. The world is
This
definitely
world is
changing.
sick, Gigi, and a lot of stuff. I know, like you was just saying about the girl in Dallas. Then also, did you just see the girl who they
In
tried to
Texas?
say? Nuh-uh,
Oh,
no, the one in Chicago. They just tried to say she she supposedly killed her boyfriend and then turned a gun and killed herself. But it came out he
oh.
killed her. He killed her and then killed
Hold on,
himself.
wait, 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 wait,
And
wait.
they
No,
kids
we
is in the
can't.
house.
Okay, cool.
Gigi, she don't play about her channel, baby. Hey, Rebecca, good morning. Welcome. Jasmine said a lot of the baby mamas, or maybe black men, I'm sorry, in Chicago are like Hugh or Carlos. Some are worse. Nothing but playboys and players. I hope they move little Carlos out of the city and keep him away from his dad, okay? And give him a chance. Yeah, because you could see even tonight on the panel. It's a certain, I don't know, it's a certain just I don't even know the word for it. Wow. But I get what you're saying. You know, give him a chance to really and have him some good mentors around him and things like that. Because yeah, definitely. This is woo, and I know that story she's talking about because that lady, they said that. Well, some people are saying the lady shot him first because she found out that he allegedly had HIV and had been cheating on her, and then turned the gun on her, on herself. But some people are also saying that he shot the lady, and then he turned the gun on pow pow on himself. So I don't know in that case, how they'll figure that part out. I'm pretty sure there's ways to figure it out. But yeah, that just took place too. Another type of situation, hopefully Jasmine said don't really do too much investigate. But hopefully they'll find out what happened in that situation.
On the
I
internet,
said supposedly.
I know. Let me tell you. So they're very sensitive about when you talk about doing something to oneself.
I ain't say I did nothing to no fair. I
I know,
said,
I
did
know,
you
I
see
know,
the
I know, I
news?
know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, let me just try to paint it. When the couples, one of them take one of them life, and then they take their self. Damn, I can't say it like that. But you get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, fill in the
Yeah.
blank.
No,
Yeah,
I was trying to say, did you see that about it? It
yeah,
made the news.
yep. I
And
said
it
I'll
just came
report
out the
on it.
truth that she didn't do that. He did.
Yeah, but
So,
majority of the time it's always they do it, like the guys
yeah,
for the
and that's crazy. We starting to see it a lot. You know what I say? I used to say social media and the internet was bad, but now it's really exposing a lot of evil stuff that be going on in the world.
Hmm.
Oh, he said we got to say unalive.
Yeah.
It
Right.
was about a
Because
week
I don't know
ago,
why they're so
Jasmine. It was
sensitive with
recent.
that, but they're very sensitive when it comes to that
But
self
I just
stuff.
really think this is a case of pick me and jealousy. That's what I
Mm,
get from it.
yeah. And
And
I
it's
guess
hurting me so much, Gigi, because I've been going through this same thing for the last year and a half. And I just beat all those cases.
mm,
This girl was lying on me. I moved to 3 different cribs, and somehow they keep finding my information. But I figured out what it was. By me legally still being married to my husband, he could find out a lot of stuff on me. But now my information is all, safe at home.
that's good.
Any ladies don't want y'all information out, look up Safe at Home. They will give you a P.O. box for free as long as you can prove you're a victim of domestic violence.
Hmm. Did Romika know you were going through all this? Did she see all this stuff you were going through?
Yeah, we talked about it when it's a couple of months because my soon to be ex-husband had tried to kidnap my 1-year-old, him and the girl who put the fake case on me. And my divorce judge figured out, ordered him to give me the child back and took away his rights. So, yeah.
Mm. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I never said my cousin was an angel. Would y'all stop lying in this thing? Gigi, did I ever say my cousin was an angel on here?
No, that's just how they're gonna operate.
But
I
didn't I
mean,
didn't I didn't I keep it real and say I know the
yeah,
type of petty stuff they were doing to each other?
yeah, but Jolly, when you're dealing with individuals, people want to hear what they want to hear, and people always gonna pick sides. So you just have to ignore those people. You just have to ignore.
Yeah, it's
The
crazy.
people that hear
I
you
didn't.
and want
Yeah,
to hear
I'm not
you,
even gonna
they
argue
hear
with you. You might be Holly. They said, Ski. You Holly. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want you
I'm
to
telling you,
pum
that
me
ski page,
because you can't fight.
whoever is that ski page in that chat, that page will go after everybody in that chat. It was so many people going back and forth with that page. So I don't think it's Holly, but it's definitely somebody trolling.
You don't need a pum. Trying to say, Los did give that truck to Roro at first. You not finna tell me something I already know. That was because her car was in the shop and capped my witness on this.
Wow, Joy.
Her car was in the shop and he got that Benz truck, gave it to her so she can get back and forth to work and get him to school. What are you talking about?
That's right, Jazz.
Y'all people don't think. I don't think y'all are logic or y'all don't use y'all brains, bro.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop there with that. Um, Shout out to this cousin for coming up. I liked her interview. She came with raw emotion at the beginning, but she was able to calm down and fill in some of the blanks and share some things about Ramika and the situation. And I'm glad that they're doing the marches. I think they have another one. Tammany said coming up October the 14th. They just had one a couple of days ago. So is that part is also keeping her name out there, bringing awareness, okay, so that this does not go cold. I am hoping that justice is served, and that maybe this may be one of the cases that can get through and get the attention so that the justice can be served, okay. um, because as of right now, it's like a waiting game. It really is. All of the other stuff I just felt at one point today was a distraction and that we're on repeat. Okay. Where some stuff we've heard over and over and over. The only other piece, one of the other pieces that everyone is waiting to see is if there is a video of what transpired like leading up to that moment. Nothing graphic, but we're hearing a lot about, oh, it was some time that they were out there prior to. So what happened during that time? Okay. Why did Romika pull over? Is anybody going to show or talk about that? Okay. Other than that, I mean, what else is there to talk about except for waiting to see what is the decision of the grand jury? Either they have enough evidence to say we're going to indict her and move forward, or they're going to say we don't have enough evidence and that's it. Case closed. Okay. Now, as far as the length of time, and really, I don't think that this would take a whole lot of time because how much time was put into the actual investigation? The whole crime scene was compromised, okay, contaminated. So, how much time did they actually put into looking into these things, going through phone records? I think we've done more of an investigation than them, okay? Checking phone records. And no, I'm not just talking about one sided messages. Because when I brought that up the other day about these so called alleged text now messages that Romika was sending, that they were saying allegedly. Well, you mean the other parties were not sending messages back and forth as well? What happened the day before? Okay. There are so many questions that can be asked to bring some clarity to some of this. And all the other stuff, Q sharing all these other videos, trying to get monetized, trying to get views, trying to find out if he's Holly's brother. All of this other stuff becomes a distraction. It is still justice for Romika. All of the other games, until he can upload something, he needs to quit talking about it. If you can't upload it, then why continue to talk about it? Okay. So if there's a grand jury, okay, kudos. Now let's wait for the official to see what happens with that. Other than that, everything else is a distraction. Unless you're going to meet the family out there to march. Okay. I mean, because now we're making up stuff. Like, it's just getting crazy. People cussing each other out, just doing the absolute most. Is getting outrageous. It really is. Rebecca, he got 4 uncles that can be in his life. Oh yeah, I did hear about 4 brothers. That's true. He don't need to be in that area at all. If there's a video, the police have it. I don't believe anyone else has it. If there's a video, right, right. And like I said, I believe that there was a video out there. Um, I'm not sure of why it was taking so long for them to release that. Besides the fact that I think they're trying to see if everybody's going to get quiet about this, and they don't have to release it. I think there are some things on the video that may not be in good light of Carlos and Holly. Okay, because if it was supporting their claims, then they would have hurried up and put it out. Okay. I feel like the narrative that they were trying to create with this whole baby situation and all of that is now coming out, and probably in the police report as well, is based off of some things that were stated. And this is only my opinion. Okay, I have no proof of this. Based off of some things that were stated in the heat of the moment, whether it was the day before, the morning of, okay, whether it was some little threats of if I see you, I'm gonna slap you, or if I see you, I'm gonna do this, or your baby this, or whatever. I believe with those messages, okay, it was then put into place to look and match up with the messages. So that now we have to put this narrative out because of these text messages. Okay. But is that what really happened? That's the key. All my friends have sons here, and they are sending thousands to live in better neighborhoods and paying for Catholic or independent schools just to avoid what you see in Carlos and Q. Yeah, it's a lot. And really, to be honest, That's a lot of places, even some places here in Texas. It's the mentality. I look at some areas and it's like, oh my gosh, that's a whole conversation in itself. It's very deep. Carlos Jr. will need all the support from his family, yes. If you don't get your son into a few selected public high schools here, then good luck. Wow. Rebecca, you're right about that. I send my prayers up for Mrs. Tina. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And we want to continue to lift this family up in our prayers because one thing you don't see her sister, her mother on these internet talking about all this mess. Okay, you see them sharing the marches, talking about how much she misses her, stuff like that. Like they're grieving. They're really trying to fight for justice. Okay. And so my prayers go up for them, her son, and who knows where Carlos and Holly are at this point, and I don't think too many people care. Okay, if they go to jail, hey, that's a whole other story. Now, if anything, Holly would be under the hot seat. Okay, I don't know if y'all saw the video I did earlier. Let me pull that up. This was like a little laugh because I know today has been one heck of a day. Okay. So I was like, this was a little funny moment that I created, and I wanted to share it with y'all. And it's called Carlos Snitching on Holly and the Others.
What they?
Hey, look at it. Kareem Akbar. That's right, the educated brother from the bank. He's the real head of the CMB, the brains behind the whole thing. I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of order. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people with me.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
I can see him snitching on everybody. Okay, who's gonna snitch first? That's what we waiting to see. Who do y'all think gonna start snitching first? Cause baby, I'm telling you, somebody gonna start talking. As a former Catholic schoolgirl, them kids be worse a lot of the time. It's just not violent, but that's a different combo. Okay. Oh my goodness, Tina has a lot to deal with. It's so painful. I can imagine. Yeah, and the way it happened, and then it's so public right now. It's still out in the forefront. She tries to probably stay off of social media because it's a lot on social media right now still. So those are reminders, to her. But hopefully, all will go well with this situation. And yeah, we'll continue to be on the lookout for that. But y'all, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for this late night talk. Y'all know, hey, usually I'm asleep, but today I was awake. I said, let me just chat about all this that has taken place because, baby, it's been a day yesterday. Okay, we are now into Saturday, but it was a lot going on. So just something relaxing, just kind of chill mode tonight. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Also, if you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, a super chat. My Cash App is scrolling on the screen, or buy a coffee, and that link is in the description field of this video. Carlos will be the first to start talking. You think he will? Oh, I think so. If Holly was smart, she better come on out. Talk about it. Okay? And tell anything she knows because it may give her less time. I just truly feel like a lot of this was planned. And it still takes me back to the text, especially the text now messages. It made me think about that reading about how she said they were texting her phone, calling, talking about we're going to get you, breathing all in the phone and things like that. And that's why I said that was not one-sided, okay? they probably were doing it as well, and it started building, and people were saying stuff out of pocket, and it just grew. Okay. And so when they saw each other, hey, the tension was there, and the plan was already put in place, and that was their time. Now, the cousin said something else. Let me say this too. It just came to me. I meant to say this earlier. The cousin, Romika's cousin, also stated in part one this morning when we were talking about it on that live, that she felt that they were trying to move Romika's body closer to Carlos's house. So it would look like Romika was trying to come to his place. And remember, I said, I don't think that they were trying to do it there. They were trying to get her into her car allegedly first, okay, and then into Holly's car because they were about to move her to do what they were trying to do. So it made it look like she was coming over there to do something to him because we don't know everything in the text messages. Okay, was there a perceived threat to come to his house? Was there a perceived threat to slap Holly or to do something to Holly or her baby? Speaking out of anger. Okay. And now we have to go, oh, we could go and show the police these messages. And let's just say that's what she was doing when she stopped by here. You know what I'm saying? To make it look like that. And it's crazy. So those are things to take into consideration as well. Everything was not just Romika out there. Everything was probably not her texting. And really, you have to be able to prove that that was her texting from text now messages, because I also go back to my theory about Carlos allegedly probably texting Holly, okay, from Romika's phone or his son's phone to make her think it was Romika, for her to get all of this for this restraining order, all these different reasons why she needed the restraining order. Who's to say that some of those messages were really from her? He plays games too. Okay. So those are things to think about, because why would Romika send a picture of her private area to another girl or text this girl from her son's phone? It just sounds crazy. Okay. I'm not saying that she did. We have no definite proof, but it just sounds crazy, and it all sounds set up to me, even starting from back then, leading up to now. I don't put anything past anybody. I've always said that. That's my motto. I don't trust some of this stuff. And I'm starting to peep some stuff that I really don't trust. Because anytime I get that check in my spirit and I start side-eyeing stuff, then, and I peep y'all, some of y'all were in the chat peeping it too, that something's not quite right here. Okay? We ain't crazy. So all the little games and trying to play on people's top and doing all this other stuff, it's a distraction. And now it's becoming more of, oh, about clout, about money, clicks, views, all of this. And this lady, young lady, has lost her life. And the focus is getting off of what the assignment is, getting justice for Romika. All the other arguing, going back and forth, it's taking attention off of that. And to be honest, it's already a traumatic experience, and it triggers people that may have been in situations like this, may have lost loved ones like this. It can be a trigger. So then imagine adding arguing, going back and forth, all of this other stuff on top of that. That can also trigger people that have been in those types of situations. It is nothing funny about it. Are there funny moments of when people say certain stuff? Yeah, yeah. Okay, we laugh. That part's entertaining. But when it comes to the facts and the details and what transpired in the situation and the people involved, I don't feel like it's nothing funny about that. When you think back to the video of him standing over her body, not trying to help, Having your phone more concerned with your phone and the angle, saying your apartment number when you knew where you were, her moving, trying to look up, reach up for you, and you looking at her and not helping or comforting her. Yeah, you didn't definitely have to move her, things like that, but to comfort her, to let her know it's okay, help is on the way, to tap her when you see police and ambulance pull up, to make it look like, pretend like you're concerned. Like, that's not funny. I would not have a nice thing to say to you. I wouldn't want you calling my cell phone or anybody that you're connected to, because who knows who was out there. All your little boys that were probably on the panel that's trying to take up for you were probably out there and a part of it. None of that is funny. I don't see nothing cool about it. This lady lost her life. Her son is wondering why his mom was not there to pick him up. We have lost the focus. And none of that sad. It just was, I had to process it because I'm like, what's going on? Like, stuff is weird right now. What is happening? It's serious business. And I don't think her mom would find it very much funny or think it's a joke. Jasmine said, oh my God, they are sick people. Rest in peace, Rose. I hate she crossed their paths that day. Exactly. But it got denied because they couldn't find Ramika's new address. All of that is a problem for me. Yes, it's definitely a problem. It just didn't sit well with me. Everyone has their own opinion about stuff. I just feel like some stuff just goes too far. Like, I don't know. We're grown people. Like, we should know how to contain our mouths and be respectful. Like, people can't even get on a panel without over talking each other, cussing each other out. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not used to that. I didn't grow up like that. You see what I'm saying? And there are some other people that are not used to arguing, talking over, doing all that so that could be a trigger for people, or it could be uncomfortable for some people. Now, there are some people, baby, that's normal. Okay. That's how they grew up. Baby, that's where they from. That's how they talk. That's how they get down. Yes. Okay. They get it. They can rock with it. But baby, sometimes we reach, and I've seen this in a couple of sectors. Sometimes you will cross that line of, we done went from roasting and having fun, entertainment, cracking on each other, to gone to hell. Okay, we done gone to a demonic evil side of this. Now, what just happened? Okay, we done shifted into a different gear. What in the world? Okay, I just don't know. Rebecca, did you see the lady's diamond in the chat? I was the one who contacted her to do a reading on Ramika. I didn't see that. If Carlos was with Holly, he must not have been happy with Holly. He didn't have a reason to be at the school where Mika dropped off the baby. Right. Well, he was down the street, across the street, from the school, but technically, I don't see how they are living with themselves, because I couldn't. Exactly. Okay. I can't take it. Yeah, it becomes too much. And I've noticed that some people have even pulled away. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Yeah, some people pull back. They were like, I can't take all this. I've noticed when some people pull back. But I think if we get the focus back on uh, Romika and getting justice for her and talking about the actual facts of what is happening, then I think it'll help. Continuing to bring awareness to it. Talking about the marches, signing the petitions, prayer. Okay, for the family and things like that. that can definitely help in that situation. As soon as anybody, let's queue up. I already know. I already know where it's going, and I see Diamond and Keys live. Who is Diamond? I don't know who that is. That's why I like your platform, and those were Christian women. Girl, you silly. And thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate your support, girl. I just, and it's not always popular. I'm gonna be honest. I have my worship lives and stuff like that. But I don't do it for that, y'all. It's whoever comes, and people will. The replay gang is strong, and I appreciate those of you who watch it afterwards and so forth. So I'm grateful. I like peace. I like to laugh. I like to have fun in our lives, make it light. Um, and we do have deep conversations too. I can be loud and pop off as well. And then y'all are always welcome to come up. I don't want it to be like I always have to do all of the talking, but anytime anyone wants to come up and share your thoughts on the topic, you are welcome to do that. I know tonight we have multiple topics. Sometimes I just forget to drop the link, but I'm trying to remember that more, just in case anyone wants to come up. Oh, okay. Got you, Tabany. Okay. Yeah. So, but yes, y'all, those are my thoughts for today. I know tomorrow I wanted to cover another topic that is pretty much, y'all, becoming more and more prevalent with mothers, okay? And these couple of cases that are almost similar that kind of like concern me, the trend that I'm starting to see with mothers and unaliving or attempting to unalive their kids. Is the pressure becoming too much for mothers, okay, that are now getting to a point where they can't take it anymore? We're having too many of these cases back to back of these moms trying to take their kids out. And so I want to go over a couple of cases that are so similar that happened recently and continue. Of course, I'm going to continue to follow Ramika, this case as well, this situation. Because, yeah, y'all, I'm invested in it now for sure. And I know the Neo Terror reader, she also did one too, y'all, recently. I don't know if y'all saw that one. And I like her personality too. I am so surprised that Chanel show. I don't know if y'all watch her because she does hers different. I like how she does like the commentary part of her lives. Well, she does videos. She doesn't really do. I don't think she's ever been live. She does premieres. But I love that. But she has not done one on Ramika. She used to do them a lot on Malcolm Jamal Warner. She even did the David one. She even did Wendy Osefo today, I think. I think I had a notification from her today. But she has not done one on Ramika. I'm just surprised. But I mean, hey, you don't want to be making up stuff. Okay. So hey, kudos to her. If you don't feel none or nobody, hey, girl, I wouldn't either. Yes. Okay, Jasmine, I would love to have you up whenever you can. Oh, you saw it too, Joy? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but yeah, y'all, that was it. That was all I had. You saw all of them. And I'm noticing most of them are on one accord. To be honest, most of the things that you're hearing in those are on one accord. I was like, wow, okay. That's good. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night. I am definitely about to turn in and may sleep in tomorrow, okay? Or today, because we are now on Saturday. But I love you all. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you hit the like button. Also, subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you and have a great night. Bye-bye.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book. Every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.